Hello, everyone. It's Karen coming to you live from Locks and Tops. And I think we are just right at the 1 p.m. hour. I just popped this little girl on my head. Hi, Therese. How are you? Welcome. So I popped this little girl on my head. This is Mira from Amore. And today we're going to look at the three new styles from Amore. So we're going to look at Farron, which is in the beautiful, I'm in love with this color, Therese. It is so pretty. It is in the color Rusty Sunrise, and it's a beautiful red. This is kind of more like a strawberry blonde. This is Mira, and I believe it is Cinnamon Frost. Yes, Cinnamon Frost R. And another Amore hand-tied cap. And the styles are very similar, but they've made a few adjustments to the cap. So I'll go over that. And then, oh, we have someone else joining us. Thank you for joining. Um, if you are new here, my name is Karen. And welcome to the Locks and Tops Live. So today we're going to go over the Hey Chloe. Welcome. So before we get started, Karen is not well, and so she's out today. The other Karen, um, and so she will not be joining us today. So it's just going to be us together. Wow, look at this. Okay, so let me bring this to your attention because I hadn't seen this. I literally popped this on my head. Um, and sometimes as we are running out the door, like literally, or just running, things like this happen, right? So you get things where your lace will hit. So let me show you this. So this is my wig grip slash wig cover underneath it. And if you don't get that back far enough, sometimes you'll see it right at the hairline. Oh, that's kind of cute. You'll see it right at the hairline where your lace is sitting. So that's what you're seeing on this wig. So let me bring it forward a little bit. There we go. All right. And it's gone. So just know that if that ever happens, super easy to fix. Just slide it back a little bit and pull your wig forward. So, okay. So today we're going to be looking at Farron, Tara, and Maud from the Amore collection. And they are beautiful new styles. So Rene of Paris or Adirans, which is the umbrella for all of the 27, 18 Trestle Laura. The color looks similar to the one you have there. Hi, Beverly. So yeah, so this is kind of a reddish. I don't know if you can kind of see. It's kind of a strawberry blonde. It's actually cinnamon frost, but a lot of the colors, you guys, across each of the brands will run fairly similar. So it's interesting because I try to find consistencies across brands in terms of colors. And so if you ever have a question about that, yeah, we can definitely help you do that. And, you know, I like to give you guys resources. So ChatGPT is also a great resource for that as well. So sometimes it's like if I don't have the wig here in stock with me and I can do a comparison side by side, sometimes I'll pop on and I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, what color is comparison or compares to this in this specific brand? And it's been pretty spot on. I will just say that. Okay, so we're going to look at, this is Mira, but I want to take Farron out because Farron is the brand new hand tied by Amore. Couple changes to the cap. The cap is super comfortable, but so is Mira. And a little bit different style, but very, very, very similar. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. They're so similar to each other. So let me take that out so you can see it. But then we're also going to look at Tara, which is a little bit more of a shattered wave, still a shorter bob. And then we're going to look at Maud, which is the longer style. and she is just stunning. Heather, if you haven't seen her in the group, has been doing reviews of her, and it is just gorgeous. It's such a pretty style, and I want to show you the back of it because it's got really pretty layered waves in the back. And if you go over to the website www.locksandtops.com and you enter in the code Karen30, it's Karyn, Karyn, yeah, 30, Heather 30, or Andrea 30, you'll automatically get 30% off of all of the styles through Beltras, through, well, just all the styles. So keep those influencer codes kind of top in mind, because we try to get you the best deal that we can. So those three codes. So Karen 30, Heather 30, that gives you 30% off your wig at checkout. So just enter in that code, and then Andrea 30. Okay, so let's take Farron out so you can see Farron. I will, and then last but not least, we have some new Beltras icons. And you guys, I love the Beltras icons. They are so pretty. So, but look what I got. Ah, this is like, you guys, I haven't tried her on yet, but I took her out. So Heather's doing a review of Spears. Karen is getting a Spears. I've got some Henry Margaux going to each of the ladies. So look for that as well, because that's coming. So those will be up. I'm hoping to get those up this week. So, but Spears I haven't tried on. So we're going to take a look at Spears, and I'm going to show you Spears out of the box. But I looked at Heather's before I sent it off. Sorry, Heather. I took a look at Heather's before I sent it off, and I was like, oh my gosh, it is just stunning. It is so beautiful. So I'm excited to try her on. But for the meantime, let's look at Rusty Sunrise in Farron. So Farron is the brand new hand-tied cap that Amore came out with. And you guys, through the end of this month, the 29th, we are doing that. Just use that code for Karen, Andrea, or Heather. And we're doing that code for all of the Adirons, all Renee of Paris, all Miras, all Amores, all of them. So, and it's only through the end of the month because there has been a price increase from Adirons. It's not huge, and Adirons is still really affordable, and their styles are just, I think they're getting better with time, you guys. I think they're really starting to improve and get some really, really pretty styles. The caps are improving. Just the fibers are just getting better and better. So, because I can tell you, just between this style, which is Mira, which is what I'm wearing, and the Farron, something happened to the fibers, y'all. I was like, what they do? This wig is so soft. So I think that they have been improving the fibers. I think that they have been improving the caps. They're, yeah. So I wish I had touch-o-vision for you guys, but I don't, unfortunately. So you were wearing Birkin earlier today. Oh, yes. Beautiful. It's a beautiful style. No, Birkin has not been discontinued. Hepburn has been discontinued from the Icon collection, and so has Kennedy. They're getting ready to discontinue Kennedy, which makes no sense to me because I think Kennedy is just a beautiful style. In fact, I've got one sitting on one of my headstands here, and I kind of trimmed her bangs a little bit, and she is beautiful. She is just gorgeous. So why they're getting ready to discontinue her, I have no idea, Therese. Okay, so this is Farron, and I think she's a little bit longer than Mira. Um, and maybe a little more dense. So this is, let me show you. Sorry, I've got my Newport sitting here because I wanted to, I think we had someone in the group, I think Kim was looking at how to do the ends on your heat-friendly synthetics. So I'm sitting here next to Newport. So I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so this is Mira by Amore. And let me just turn so you can see her. Hopefully I have her on straight. So that is Mira. And this is actually my own personal wig. I love this color. I love this style. And I love the hand tie cap because it fits me like a glove. There's something about hand tie caps. They just, they just suck and you're ready to go. And they just stay on. I don't have any problems with them going off or the wind blowing them off or anything like that. Hand tie caps are just the best. And they look more realistic. I'm going to show you here in just a second. Well, Therese, you've got that Birkin where you can't see, you kind of have to peel them off, where you can't tell. Like you can't see the weft. You can't tell that it's a wig because it looks like it's just part of your natural hair. So let me grab this. This is stuck to my Velcro in the back. Okay, so that was Mira. So let me show you Theron now, which Rusty Sunrise. And that's I I think they named it appropriately, you guys. So let me just show you the cap before we get going. So again, completely hand tied, 100% hand tied. It has silicone here at the nape. So smart on both sides, right? And then it has, yeah, icons fit really well. Really, really well. I'm with you, Therese. So Beverly, I wore Margot on a long weekend in Ireland, and there were only one knot tangle after a very long day. Yeah. Yeah, Margot's a great style. I love Margot. I have it in two colors. Don't tell anybody. Gosh, what am I saying? We're recording this. So, um, but it has the Velcro adjusters, but it has the silicone right underneath the nape. So it's going to like really snug onto your head. It has the silicone at the ear tabs. You can take those off with a seam ripper if you don't like silicone, but it has this really great and really great it's almost like the ear tab comes up and then it blends into the lace. Now, what I will say is that the fully hand tied double monotop is has silicone that goes across the top here in the front as well. So it helps to kind of adhere in the front as well. So you've got in all the strategic places, you guys, ears, top, front, and the nape. So they really made some improvements on the cap. And of course, it's the hand tied. It's got, that nice little, I don't know if you can kind of see, it's got that lining that's really nice and breathable. So yeah, they really made some nice improvements on this cap. I'm super, super impressed. So, and again, so comfortable. I put her on the other day and I was like, oh, I couldn't wait. Couldn't wait to take pictures. Like I was in my jammies already and taking care of the pup. And I ran out and did a quick little video out in the back because of this color. I was like, wow, this color is on fire. Literally, look at this color. I'm so impressed, you guys, with this wig. And of course, it has the metal stays. And I kind of fold them around my glasses. And then it helps to keep my glasses on too. But this is Farron in the color. Let me show you the hairline because it is impeccable. Um, the the hair is just super soft, super, super soft. and I think it is a little more dense, but again, there's no permatease in this wig. So it flows really well. It just moves like it's your regular hair, like you went and had your hair done at the salon. So yeah. And we talk about like taking your wig out of the box and popping it on. This one has been in the box. I tried her on. I did a little video and it popped her right back in the box. I never even brushed her out. So let's go ahead and do that right now. She is just so cute. Does the top one pull my hair out? No, it doesn't really. I think because it's so fine, it's such um, a small strip of silicone. It's not uncomfortable at all. Yeah, so this is Baron by Amore, and you guys, she's so cute. But see what I mean when I say she's so similar to Mira? But I think I, I mean, I love Mira. Don't get me wrong. I wore her to the grocery store the other day, um, and but this maybe it's the red. I don't know, you guys. I really do love this style. I think she's just a little bit longer than Mira. But let me turn so you can see her on all sides. How do I morph it comparatively in Paris? Um, so I would say Amore. So Beverly, so Amore. Okay, so Alexander Couture, Amore, Rene of Paris, Noriko, all of those styles are under the umbrella of Adirond's. So I think they all fit very similar. This particular wig is a hand tied, so she's going to fit very snug to your head. Um, I would say she fits in between, like if you're judging by belle tress, I would say she's kind of more like a Lux SE. So the hand tied, partially wefted Lux SE. I think she would fit more like that. So yeah, but so let me turn and you can kind of take a look. I'm sorry, you guys. I do not have makeup on today. I've been taking care of a little puppy that's sick. So I've been running around with no makeup on, no care in the house. So yeah. Have I tried Mika? I have not tried Mika. Have you tried her, Therese? So let me turn so you guys can see Farron all the way around. So there's the side and the back and the other side. So like I said, I think she has a little bit more hair than Mira, but but she's still like very, very similar in the style of Mira. So she's got the fun little flip-de-doos. I think she's a little bit longer over here on the side than Mira is. But yeah, and then again, the hairline is just it's awesome, you guys. And I love this color. Like I took it out. I was like, ooh, I gotta go show this off. Um, so Farron in the color um Rusty Sunrise. Beautiful red. If you're looking for a red, she's gorgeous. Okay, so that is Farron. And then let's take a look at the next shorter bob, which is Tara. And so Tara is a wefted cap. She's not hand tied. But for the price point of Farron, I'm in love with her. Like I have a bunch more coming, you guys, on Monday. So I was that impressed with her. And then I've got I've just got more and more coming tomorrow. So that is Farron. So we looked at Mira and then Farron. And then last, I'm going to show you Mod in a new color for Amore. And then we'll take a look at Spears because I love Spears. So this one is Brown Topaz. It's a brand new color for Amore. And so they came out with a few of them. One of them I did not get because I was like, I don't know how popular that's going to be. So, so this is Tara. And see how she's got like the little shattered waves at the bottom, you guys? So cute. I love Renee of Paris. They've really been doing this year. They've been killing it. They've just come out with some really fun styles. They came out with that, the plum color. At first when I put it on, so I did a TikTok live when I first got it. And I was like, oh no, that's way, 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 way too bright. Way too, it washed me out. It was crazy. I have them, but I mentioned Mika. Okay. And Tray Chocolate, Trace, Mika and Tray Chocolate. Tray Chocolate is such a beautiful color. It's so dimensional. So this, of course, this one has bangs. Now, what I will say is this is such a cute style. Is it cute on me? I have kind of a round face anyway. So anytime your hair starts going round like this, I have to be really careful about what I put on my head because I end up looking like, so funny if Karen were here, she would tell you like Maud looks gorgeous on her. I put it on my head and I look like I'm wearing a helmet. So this, I mean, it's a cute style, right? Don't get me wrong, but on me, probably not my style, but it's going to be somebody else's style. So this would probably be adorable on Karen. Now, let me just comb her out so you can take a look at her. And I'm just using my little plastic brush. But this one has bangs. And she's really cute if you like. So this is the color. This one is the brown topaz. So this is a new color. It's kind of like I was trying to describe it to someone the other day. It's kind of a how can I describe it? It's like a light golden brown. Oh, you're so sweet, Therese. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I was just running around at the last minute trying to hand feed the baby, and so, but yeah, no, this is such a fun style. So let me show you all the way around so you can see her. I didn't really comb her out in the back much. Just gonna kind of do that, but she's got this little fun, flirty kind of flip-de-doos and fun shattered wave to her. So let me actually now that I'm looking at her, she's kind of cute, isn't she? Okay, I do kind of like her now. Isn't that funny? It's like sometimes you'll put them on, and you're like, I don't know. And then you sit with it for a few minutes and you're like, oh no, wait. You know, you brush it out and you're like, oh, that is kind of cute. So let me turn for you so that you can see this one. So this is Taryn again on the right, Taryn in the back, and then Taryn from the left. And again, this is a brand new color from Amore, and it's kind of like a light, it's a golden, definitely a golden brown. So if you like a golden brown, a warmer brown, this is definitely going to be a great color for you. I really love this color. I lean towards the warmer colors, so I actually really love this color. And again, new caps from Amore, you guys. So let me show you this one. So, and then Mod, of course, has the same cap. And it's a wefted cap. It has again, the silicone across the front, the little thin piece of silicone, just to kind of help grip. And then the full mono cap and the double extended nape with the Velcro adjusters. But the caps are so soft and really nice and stretchy. So I think their caps are really nice. Even their wefted ones just seem really soft. So it's like the Renee of Paris ones, Beverly. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, no, that happens, right? Like you get them and then you're like, oh, I don't know. And then you wear them and you're like, oh, well, maybe. I felt like that about Holly the first time I took her out of the box. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And then I started playing with her. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I love this wig. And like, I had one that I sold in a toffee truffle. I love that color. And I missed her. So I had to get another one because I was like, oh my gosh, I love that wig. So she's another one of my favorites. But again, she's not for everyone. Not every wig is going to be for every person. But that's okay. That's why we have so many. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is Mod. And this one is in the color Blonde R. And again, another new color from Amore. So this is a brunette. And let me just pop her out real quick. I popped her on the other day and I was like, okay, one, love the color. So if you love a cooler brunette, so the other one is a warmer brunette. And this one is, the Blonde R is a warmer. It almost kind of reminds me of Truffle Brown from Beltress. Yeah. So I'm just going to comb her out a little bit because I want to show you this same cap as the other one. And then it has these really pretty like shattered waves. So let me just comb it out so you can see it brushed out. She's just gorgeous. And she's got, excuse me, really pretty layers right here. She's got the longer layers that start right here. And then they just come down. Oh gosh, you guys, this one is really pretty. And she's got a kind of a longer curtain bang in the front. I'll show you just a second. Get her combed out. And again, if you decide that you want one of these, just make sure you're using one of the ladies' codes over on the website, www.locksandtops.com. And then it'll give you 30% off. Okay. All right. But I don't look at the black cap. I like that they do this kind of stuff, right? Where they change the color of the cap to match what the root of your hair is. So this is Mod. I did a picture of this and I put it in the group. What do you guys think? Yeah, it looks like a very natural color, Beverly. You struggle with the fringe on Holly. I ended up having to trim the fringe a little bit on Holly because of the fact that it was so long on me. I couldn't, I couldn't, like, it kept getting in my eyes. I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. So I did end up having to trim her a little bit as well. What's my favorite shortish bell tress icon? Um, well, you guys all know that I love Bradshaw. Like, she's probably one of my favorites. Um, she's just always. Are you talking about the newer ones, Therese? Out of the newer ones, I can pull Barry and Cyrus out again. Um, I'm still waiting on Twain. Um, but yeah, that's a hard question. Of the older icons, I'd say Bradshaw's like hands down my favorite shortish um, icon. Of the new ones, I'm really fond of Barry and Cyrus. I mean, it depends on how short you want to go. Um, but I prefer something that lays a little bit flatter to my head. If you like something that is a little more full, um, Streep might be a better option. Streep's a little bit longer. But yeah, so I hope that helps. So this is Maud in the beautiful Blonde R color. She's a beautiful, cool brunette. She is, and let me show you the hairline so you can see it because the hairlines on these are unbelievable. They're so unbelievable, they're believable. Just, I was like, wow. And I kind of like how hair comes up like this and then kind of comes down. So you've got these nice little curtain bangs that kind of hit your cheekbones and just kind of frame your face. So yeah, let me show you this style from behind and on the side. So that's the right side and the back. She's just gorgeous. And then on the left. Super, super pretty style. I So I remember when they came out, when Renee of Paris came out with Posh Waves, and I thought, wow, I loved the honey bronze, the honey color. And then Beverly. So for those of you that didn't see Beverly's post, so Beverly says I'm selling her Houston because she looks 90. So I'm kind of with you on that, Beverly. Like, I prefer something that is not so out here because, again, I have a round face, and you can kind of tell when you get a style or when a style comes in. A lot of times you can't still tell from the stock images whether it's going to be a good one or not. I can kind of tell for myself because it's something that I have, like I said, a rounder face. And so anytime I wear something that's like out here, um, it makes me look like I'm wearing a helmet. So Kindle can get away from, like, she can get away with that really pretty foofy hair, right? And she does it so well. If I do that, I look really weird, you guys. So I'm like this kind of style. I kind of call this the Jacqueline Smith style. Remember Jacqueline Smith back in the days from Charlie's Angels? So that's what this kind of reminds me of. So this is Maud again in the Blonde R. You look like the Queen. Yeah. Well, I could see that with Houston. Like, Yeah, that wouldn't look good on me either, Beverly. I I'm just not yeah, I can't do those styles. I like something a little bit closer to my head, not as poofy. And again, some women can. Some women can wear those really big, like, you know, really great big styles where it's like a lot of hair. And I've never, so I'll tell you a funny story. So my mom, when I was little, I'm just going to take Spears out here for a second. Is that okay with you guys? Because I've been dying to try this on, but I wanted to wait until the live. Um, so when I was like maybe 2. And my mom dressed me up and took pictures of me. And she did my hair. I was like, I look like Little Miss Texas or something. I was like, Mom, why would you do that to me? She poofed up my hair and then it had a little flip right about here. I was only 2, you guys. I was like, why would you torture a small child like that? It was hysterical. I think I still have the pictures and it's just like, oh, yeah, no. So it's maybe I'm traumatized from that. I don't know. Um, okay, so this is Beltra Spears. Oh, she's brand new. I have not taken her out of the box. Again, she has a beautiful icon cap. You guys all know this cap and are very familiar with it. It's hand tied, except for about 8 wefts at the very bottom. So the icons don't have permatease at all. No permatease. And I love how they just lay flat to your head. Um, Let me show you this. Look at this, you guys. I just had to check. This is Milkshake Blonde R. She is stunning. Let me adjust her because she's kind of turned to one side. And let me lift her up a little bit. She's a little bit low. So this is Spears. Beverly, this is your style. This is you, Beverly. You can smell the smell cheerfully. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is Vava Voom hair, you guys. Like I'm going out with my honey tonight hair. This is so I can't wait to see Karen in this and Heather because this is a beautiful style. Beverly, I will see if I can find that picture of me when I was little. But yeah, no, it was not pretty. It was not pretty. It's just so soft, you guys. Let me just show you. She's got the little flips at the end. I love these kinds of styles from Beltras. I mean, the hair is so soft. I think my wood grip is kind of pushing on the front there. But let me show you from all angles Spears from Beltras. There's the side. There's the back. If you can scoot up a little bit, scoot back. And then there's the other side. So she is just, I'm sorry, guys, I'm keeping this one. She's really, really pretty. Really pretty. I love her. I love this one and I love the mod from Amore. Both gorgeous styles. Gorgeous styles. You know, it's like I love the fun shorties in the summer, but I also love I gravitate towards a shorter longer style. Um just because I've always had really long hair. Even when I was little, I think I was traumatized from that whole hair experience. My mom, but when I was little, like I used to sit on my hair. So, can we share? Yes, absolutely. I'll send you some, Bevan. You can send me some. We'll trade back and forth. Yes, they are. So, Therese, the fibers are different from the city to the icons. So, your icon fibers are going to be a luxe fiber, whereas the city fibers are not. So the icon, I can tell you that the icons come from a different factory the um, than the cities do. So yeah, there's Spears in Milkshake Blonde. Oh my gosh, you guys, I went and looked at the inventory the other day. I was like, how many more can I get of these? They're so pretty. I got more Cyrus. I got more Berry. Because I love both of those styles. Those are going to be so fun for summer. And really, so Bradshaw, Berry, and Cyrus probably are my three favorite shorter of the icons. But that's just me. You know, everybody likes what they like. And, um, you know, like I said, somewhere, Beverly, someone wants your Houston. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my Mira back on. And if you have any questions about Mira, feel free to ask. Okay, so Beverly says she can't see anybody else's comments, everyone else on YouTube. So I think they are on YouTube, Beverly. So I'll make sure I repeat the questions or comments so you can see them, Beverly. Okay. And we're back at Mira with Cinnamon Frost. Okay, so I just want to record this because there was a question Kim had. Yeah, so Chloe can't see Facebook comments. So the two are not intermingled. So if you have questions, I'll repeat them, or comments, then I'll repeat those. So you like the fibers on Santa Barbara, Therese? Oh, okay. Oh, Deb, so the code you can use any of the influencers. So you can use Karen 30, Heather 30, or Andrea 30 for the 30% off. So Deb Beverly is on Facebook like you. Okay. So yeah, so you like the fibers on Santa Barbara. So it's interesting, Teresa. We get a lot of feedback about the city fibers and how people are not fond of the city fibers. And they don't seem to last as long. So I don't know. I mean, it's, I think I always say, like, you have to be aware that not every wig is going to be exactly the same. So, not so lonely now. Well, you're not lonely, Beverly. You're here with me. So this is a city fiber. This is Santa Barbara. Isn't she cute? I love this style. I'm waiting for a lot of the city collections, you guys, like Santa Barbara, Manhattan, Madison, all of those styles that are like short little cuties like this, they go out so fast. If you want one, please let me know so that I can get it for you, because the new color is coming out. So that new Alpine color is coming out, and it comes out, I believe, May 1st, I think, if I can remember correctly. So, yeah. So if you want one at a good deal, let me know. And I do price match. So there's that. So if you ever have any problems, just let me know. Okay. So someone had asked, let me turn my iron on because that's not going to be very helpful if I don't. So I have a digital iron, and you can use an iron, you can use a curling iron, you can use a hot comb, whatever you want to do. I like the flat iron if I'm going to completely get this the way that I want it. So what I will do first, while we're waiting on that to heat up, so I'm just going to set it. Oops, it did not go on all the way. Okay. So I usually get it below 300. I keep it on a low heat. So I've got it set at 270. And the other thing I will tell you is about heat-friendly fibers. The higher the heat that it will take, the thicker in diameter your fibers are. So if you get, like, Henry Margot is coming out with those really super fine heat-friendly fibers, you want to make sure you keep your heat nice and low on those. Okay. So this is so easy, you guys. So I always keep distilled water bottle, and I just go through, like, this is usually after I've washed it because I want to make sure there's no product in my hair. And you guys, I'm not fond of using product in my hair. I have found that makes my hair gummy. I have found that it can make my hair sticky, and it just doesn't make my hair flow. Like, it doesn't make my hair, makes my hair not move. Like like as if I just bought it. So if I just took it out of the box, how it's nice and bouncy and it moves really well like human hair, right? So when I put more product on it, it seems to kind of weigh it down. So I try not to use product on it. I usually will wash my hair in Sinwig shampoo, and it gets it nice and clean, and I let it soak a little bit. And then if there's something that there's actually a shampoo concentrate, if there's anything in your hair and you just cannot get it out, let me know. I'll send you some of the concentrate because it just will take everything out of your hair. So I use Sinwig. I like it. It makes my hair nice and clean. I don't have any problems. Afterwards, there's a leave-in conditioner, and I just do that leave-in conditioner, kind of coats the hair, and then I let it set, and I kind of foof it up again a bit, like I like to restore the style, and I let it air dry. I just keep it really nice and simple, you guys. But I do use and I don't have it with me, I do use the silicone spray for the very bottom and the nape every 2 or 3 wears, just to kind of help reduce some of the friction. But again, you want to make sure that you're washing that out of your hair before you're going to come in with a curling iron, right? So I get my hair nice and moist, and I do this. I come in with my comb, try to make sure that it's nice and combed out, right? Because I'm going to come in here and I'm going to press heat into these fibers. So when I do that, I have to make sure that all of the tangles, everything is out of the hair, because you don't want to press down the fibers on the hair. Like, you don't want to press those knots into the hair, right? So I'm just going to come in with my iron, and you'll hear kind of a sizzle. And if I want to keep the little flip-de-doos, I just come in and I kind of flip it at the end. And as you can see, let me turn it. It kind of got that little flip to it. Now, here's kind of a trick with heat-friendly synthetics. If you have a curl, like if I was going to come in and curl this, so I'm just going to put a little bit more water on her. If I was going to curl her, all I would do is come in, and again, I'm going to take the fine tooth comb because I don't want to press anything into her. All I'm going to do is come in like this. And you can actually take the comb with you and lead the curling iron, and it will give you. So now I just curled it, and all I did was flip it. If you can kind of see that. And then I let it set, because a lot of times if you don't let it set and cool and you go to comb it out, it'll just straighten the hair out for you. Dawn to remove buildup. Mary had mentioned she has people that say that using Dawn dish liquid to remove buildup. I do not know. I have never used that, so I can't recommend it. I use the Sinwig concentrate, shampoo concentrate, and it just will take anything out. Um, I'm very fond of it. It makes my hair feel nice and clean, and nice and soft. And I just dip it in that Sidwig leave-on conditioner I just use a little bit of that in a cup, and I dip my wig in it and I let it set for a second, and then I take it out and I set it up to dry. Easy peasy. Yeah. So Beverly is like, she stopped using conditioner because she feels like it doesn't all go. Yeah. So the conditioner that I use is again from Sinwig Beverly. It is it's a leave-in conditioner, but it's more like a liquid. And it's just there to kind of slightly coat the hair. Um, I have tried to get Sherry to share the secret sauce with me. She won't do it. Um, but I will tell you that very, very, very large media companies use her products. So I know they work. They've been really successful with me. And there's been shampoos and conditioners that I've used, and I'm just like, no, it just left my hair gummy or just tacky. And I love the Sinwick product. I got it from a salon years ago, and I got little sample sizes, and I loved it. I loved it. And I tried other stuff and it just doesn't work. And then so I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to reach out to that company. And I did. And Sherry is so nice, and so helpful. So I said, hey, you know what? I want to carry your product. And there aren't a lot of retailers that carry it because she primarily sells it to these large media companies. Um, and so, yes, I felt very fortunate to be able to offer that to you guys. Yeah, it's really good, Mary. I think you'll like it. I use it on all mine. Now, I do like the John Renault, um, the John Renault detangler. I like that. I like the way that feels. If I have a wig that is super, super, super dry, I will spray a little bit of that throughout the ends. Um, after it's been washed and I've towel dried it, I'll spray a couple spritz of the detangler in. And it does make it nice and soft. But again, you know, that's what we're feeling. We're feeling all the silicones on it. So that's what's making it soft. It can. Beverly, you can ship it to I can ship it to the UK for you. You're welcome, Chloe. Styler is a fancy. So, um, the genre no infrared duo styler is fantastic, Beverly says. There you go. There you guys. There you go, you guys. I'm just old fashioned. I just use, and now I will tell you, like, I just did this and the hair is super soft. So when you use heat, um, on your heat friendly, I think Nicole said it should be like heat needy because they really do kind of need heat. I think that it is kind of mandatory to be able to be using heat on your heat friendly synthetics. I think it just makes it so nice and soft after you do it, and it really does restore your wigs, especially if you. So I had a client come over, and her city wig was super matted and super tangly at the end. And I was like, okay, you got to keep it because it's a longer style. So you got to keep it pulled up, right? Because you're getting the friction from here, from it sitting right here. And she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, and you got to make sure you keep it combed out and you're putting heat on it every day. So whether you're putting a hair dryer on it, because if it's a straight style, you can do that with your hair dryer. Or if you're using a flat iron, you just got to make sure that you're using heat on it because it likes that. So not regular synthetics. Regular synthetics, you're going to use steam. And you can even use steams on the heat friendly as well. But I kind of like this curl, you guys, so I'm just going to do it again. Yes, Beverly, I will be happy to put some Sinwig in there with you or for you. I have something else to send with it, so I'm waiting on other people. Okay, so again, it's wet. I'm going to take it, I'm going to curl it, and it's going to sizzle. Ooh. I'm just going to let it sit there and cool. But it's a great way to get those little fun flippy things back into your hair, curl it, whatever you want to do with it. You're scared? Don't be scared, Beverly. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. All right. Well, we are right at the hour. Are there any questions before we wrap up today? You guys have any other tips? I know, like, you guys have been great in the Facebook group about putting hints and tips about wig care, particularly synthetics. I'll start to do that a little bit more with your human hair, and start sharing some products for your human hair. And then, yeah, so before we wrap up, I do want to say, I know Deb is on here. Deb, for your blend, your synthetic. So Deb is braving the blend journey. And so we're getting her a Lisa. And so it is that eat-friendly synthetic with the human hair blend. Hi, Monica. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you love your Laguna Beach. That's awesome. She's a good one, right? I think I saw the picture of you. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so pretty on her. Such a pretty style. So for my blend girls, for the ladies that do have blends, if you um, if you are going to be washing them and taking care of them, she's the one, right? Yeah, she looks really, really good on you. That's awesome. Make sure you share a picture of her in the group. She's just gorgeous. So Beverly says, I love the post Nicole put on for me about what products we love that are a bit different. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I love it when you guys share it with each other. It's amazing because sometimes I can't always get to those questions or Karen can't get to them. And so sharing like among yourselves is so beneficial. So, Deb, back to your blend. So you want to make sure that you're using human, and there's a care card in there for you too. You want to make sure you're using the uh, you want to make sure that you're using the human hair care products. So human hair shampoo, human hair conditioner, because we want to always treat to the human hair that is in that wig. Okay. The other thing that you'll probably want to get, and let me know, I'll get you some. It's called 3-in-1 Miracle Protect. Okay. And it's from Beauty Mark. And so we'll get you some of that. And then you just want to make sure that you are caring for it like you would a human hair wig. And again, there are care instructions in the box from Envy. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you. And if you have any questions, if you're not already in the group, and make sure you come over to the Locks and Tops Facebook group. And we would love for you to join us. And we love sharing information with you and helping you on your wig journey and just help to support you in any way that we can. All right, everyone, thank you again so much for being here. We will see you next weekend on live, and I think we're going to have some more Belch Ross and some Henry Margoo. So those two new styles that we're talking about in the group, the Whisper, and yeah, those will be in. All right, everyone, take care. You're so welcome, Beverly. Thank you so much for being here and for being a part of Locks and Tops, and we'll see you next weekend. Take care.